Hello everyone and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today's video is our report is about the topic of the indigenous people's right. The Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao has made significant strides in recognizing and protecting the rights of indigenous peoples. They have key provisions for indigenous peoples' right in BARM. The Bangsamoro Organic Law, the region's foundational law, ensures extensive rights for IPs including number 1 is ancestral domain rights. The BOL recognized the native titles which is the Pusaka Ingan, customary laws, and the right of IPs to an equitable share of revenues from ancestral lands. Number 2 is self-governance. IPs have the right to maintain and develop their own political structures and justice system. Number 3 is political participation. The BOL mandates representatives of IPs in local legislative councils and policy-making bodies. Number 4 is cultural preservation. IPs have the right to preserve and develop their cultures, traditions, and institutions. Number 5 is free, prior, and informed consent. Ethic IPs must be consulted and consent to any development projects that may affect their ancestral lands. Mandatory representation. Local government with at least 5% indigenous population must appoint a deputy governor or mayor to represent indigenous communities. Budget allocation. The bill allocates 200 millions to ensure effective implementations of the act. That's all. Thank you.
Lack of implementation sa many provision of the BOL and the proposed DIP code have yet to be fully implemented. So, ang ibig sabihin ng lack of implementation ay hindi pa naipapatupad na maayos ng BOL at ang pinapakitang IP code. Kumbaga, parang may batas na ginawa pero hindi pa nila nagagawa ang mga dapat gawin para may tupad ito ng buo. The next is marginalization. Some IPs, particularly non-Mo IPs, report the being excluded from the development efforts and facing the discrimination. A full implementation of existing laws, so the BARM government must prioritize the implementation of the BOL and they proposed the IP code. So, ang ibig sabihin ng full implementation of existing laws ay dapat ipinatupad na ng gobyerno ng BARM ang lahat ng mga batas na naipasa na lalo na ang BOL. The next is addressing marginalization. Efforts must be made to ensure the inclusion and participation of all IPs in development efforts. So para maging pantay-pantay ang pagunlad, na dapat tiyakin na lahat ng mga IPs, muro man o hindi, ay may pantay na pagkakataon na makibahagi at makapagpahayag ng kanilang saloobin. So, kailangan makarating sa kanila ang mga tulong ng gobyerno gaya ng edukasyon at pag-aalaga ng kalusugan. Kung sa madaling salita, walang dapat maiiwan, lahat ay dapat makikinabang sa pag-unlad. The next is the protecting the ancestral lands. So, the BARM government must develop the mechanism to prevent the exploitation of ancestral lands. So, ang protecting the ancestral lands ay yung pagprotekta sa lupain malupay na pag-aari ng mga IPs. And last is promoting the peace and security. The addressing the root causes of the armed conflict is essential for the protecting the IP rights.
Tourism development refers to the process of planning, implementing, and managing initiatives aimed at promoting and enhancing the tourism industry in particular region or country. This involves a range of activities and strategies designed to attract tourists, improve visitors' experience, and maximize the economic benefits of tourism while minimizing its environmental and cultural impact. Number 1. Infrastructure development. Building and improving facilities such as hotels, resorts, airports, transportation system, and tourist attractions to support the influx of visitors. Number 2. Marketing and promotion. Creating and implementing marketing campaigns to promote the destination's unique features, cultural heritage, natural beauty, and recreational opportunities both domestically and internationally. Number 3. Sustainable practices. Implementing sustainable tourism practices to ensure that tourism development does not harm the environment, deplete natural resources, or disrupt local communities. This includes promoting eco-friendly accommodations, sustainable transportations, and responsible travel behaviors. Number 4. Community engagement. Involving local communities in the tourism development process to ensure that they benefit from tourism activities and are actively engaged in preserving and promoting their cultural heritage and natural resources. Number 5. Regulations and policy. Developing and enforcing regulations and policies to manage tourism activity effectively, ensure safety and security for tourism or tourists, and protect the environment and cultural heritage. Number 6. Cultural preservation. Protecting and promoting the cultural heritage of the destination, including traditional costumes, festivals, and historical sites to provide authentic experience for tourists and preserve the local culture. Number 7. Economic diversification. Diversifying the local economy by leveraging tourism to create jobs and stimulate economic growth while reducing dependence on other sectors that may be less resilient to economic fluctuations. So, effective tourism development requires collaboration among government agencies, private sector, business, local communities, and international organizations to create a balanced and sustainable approach to tourism that benefits all stakeholders.
Good day everyone. Assalamualaikum. My name is Dato Kul M. Ismail. My topic is all about tourism development activities, challenges, and considerations. Examples of tourism development activities. Number 1. Developing new tourist attractions like creating theme parks, museums, or cultural centers. Number 2, improving transportations, infrastructures, building new roads, airports, or public transportation system. Number 3, promoting local products and crafts, supporting local businesses and artisans to create unique souvenirs and experiences. Number 4 is we have organizing events and festivals, hosting cultural events, sports competitions, or music festivals to attract tourists. And the last number 5, creating ecotourism initiatives, developing sustainable tourism products that focuses on nature and wildlife. Challenges and considerations to the development of the tourism. Number 1, over tourism, managing the influx of tourists to avoid negative impacts on the environment and local communities. Number 2, sustainability, balancing economic growth with the environmental protection and social responsibility. Number 3, community involvement, ensuring that local communities benefits from the tourism and are not negatively impacted. Number 4, adaptability. The tourism industry is constantly evolving, so tourism development plans must be flexible and adaptable to changing trends and challenges. Number 5, pandemics and other crises. Tourism development plans need to be resilient to crises and pandemics.
Agricultural development in Maguindanao focuses on the current date of March 15, 2025. Involves improving agricultural productivity, enhancing food security, and supporting farmers through programs like a Special Area for Agricultural Development or SAAD. Food security. Enhancing agricultural productivity is essential for ensuring food security and meeting the needs of a growing population.
What is policy and investment? Supporting policy and investment that promote agricultural development is essential for creating an enabling environment for growth. Next, technology and innovation. Utilizing data, digital technology, and innovation transform the agri-food system is important for improving efficiency and productivity.
Good day everyone, I'm Jasmine M. Camilan, and in this video I'm going to discuss to you about my part in our topic, which is the unconstitutional budget. On January 27, House Appropriations Panel Chairperson Rep. Stella Kimbo said that the blanks in the budget were typographical errors, which had been corrected by authorized technical staff from both chambers of Congress. An Executive Secretary, Lucas Bersamin, said they have yet to read the petition of the former Executive Secretary, but a comment will be released through the Office of the Solicitor General. In message to reporters, Solicitor General Menardo Guevara said that we shall comment on the petition if directed by the Supreme Court to do so. In the meantime, the validity, regularity, and constitutionality of the 2025 JA are legally presumed. President Marcos signed the 2025 General Appropriations Act into law on December 30, 2024, but vetoed 194 billion worth of budget items he deemed inconsistent with his administration's priorities.
Hi everyone, my name is Naima Panga. So today, we're going to talk about the 2025 Philippine National Budget. So this budget has been called the most corrupt and the worst in our Philippine history. To make things even serious, a petition has even filed in the Supreme Court to declare it unconstitutional. So let's take a closer look at why this budget is so controversial and how it could affect us. So, what is the 2025 budget? The 2025 budget is 6.33 trillion, one of the biggest in our country's history. The government says it's meant to grow the economy and help reduce poverty. But many people, including experts and ordinary citizens, have raised concerns about its fairness and legality and priorities. So why is it called the worst budget? Just recently, on January 27, former Executive Secretary Big Rodriguez filed a petition before the Supreme Court calling the 2025 General Appropriation Act or GAA illegal and criminal. He claimed the budget violates the 1987 Constitution, particularly Article 6 of Section 27, which prohibits blanks in a proposed bill. Rodriguez argued that the Bicameral Conference Committee submitted a report on the 2025 budget that still had blanks, which is a blatant violation of the Constitution. He said this shows a grave abuse of discretion. His petition also named President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and both chambers of Congress as respondents, making it clear this issue goes straight to the highest level of government. Aside from the legal issues, people are also upset about where the money is going. Instead of putting more funds into education, healthcare, and programs to help the poor, the budget prioritized areas like debt payments and defense spending. This has left many Filipinos feeling neglected, especially during tough economic times. Another major problem is the lack of clear guidelines for some budget allocations, like the ACA program. Critics say this opens the door to corruption, similar to past scandals involving pork barrel funds. So this is why many are calling the budget the most corrupt in Philippine history. So the issue has also become political. Vice President Sara Duterte criticized the budget, calling it invalid, while President Marcos Jr. dismissed her claims as baseless rumors meant to destabilize the government. This kind of conflict only adds to the public's frustrations and distrust. Finally, ordinary Filipinos are angry. Important sectors like education, healthcare, and agriculture are receiving less funding even as inflation continues to rise. Many are asking where is the money going and who is benefiting from this budget? To sum up, the 2025 Philippine National Budget is controversial for many reasons. Serious legal challenges, misplaced priorities, risk of corruptions, and even political conflicts. With the Supreme Court case now in motion, this budget is not just about numbers. It's about how the government serves the people in respect the Constitution. So let's hope for accountability, transparency, and fairness as this issue unfolds. Thank you for your listening, and let's stay informed about matters that affects our country.